In this video, I will show you how to put together our free Magic Hat Favor Box SVG from Simply Crafty SVGs. So this is a freebie from Simply Crafty SVGs. So it's a Magic Hat Favor Box. So it's a small little favor box you can make. You can use your choice of hearts or spade. I just did two different things in here. So if you wanted to, I just slide that in or do it without it, a little card. So I'm going to show you how to put this together. Again, it's a freebie from Simply Crafty SVGs. It's one of our many. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this piece. So one thing I want to note before I get started, actually, all my files, if you're new to my files, I usually have solid line versions and perforated score line versions. This particular file has no solid. So the reason is it really doesn't, it's not going to show it all. And it's going to fold so much better. So there's only one way. It'll be pre-cut, perforated all the way. So there's no prepping this in Cricut at all. So I'll show you a little video to show you how that's done. Open a new project and upload image. Then you'll drag it. I like to drag it in from the complete files folder. And then you'll see the file. You'll just click on upload. And then when you pull it into the project, you're just going to say add to canvas. And there's no prep you need to do because there's no score lines that need to be attached. You'll just go ahead and make it. And then you'll notice that the white is on the white mat, the black is on the black mat, and the red is on the red mat. For those not using Cricut, it really is no different. You just go ahead and just cut it out. Just bring it in, cut it out. But Cricut is a little bit different. So you're going to notice these score lines. And actually, let me put it in white so you can kind of see them. They're right there. And there's some here too. You can see there's 4 of them. I'm just going to lightly, I don't want to get them too dark because they might show. I know I'm not even barely, I'm just going in front of them. But anyways, that'll help. This is where we're going to place it so you can see the cut line. So look for the cut lines. These, you do not fold this at all. We're going to fold those, but not this. So we want it round, so we don't want any folds. So what we want to do is you can kind of curl it. You can do it with your fingers, the edge of a table. But we want it to curve like that. So we're just training the paper a little bit to curve it. So once we get this curved, we're going to go ahead and just going to glue it, and we're going to line up this edge to these lines. You don't want to fold it, you just want to use those as guides to line it up. So however long it takes, so you can see how I'm curling it, I'm going to use a bone folder to do the rest of it. So the bone folders are non-destructive on paper. I mean, they can cause, because it's bone, it doesn't do anything. I wish I knew this a long time ago, but it does help. But you don't really need all these fancy tools. I think this is pretty much what I use. There's only like about a handful of tools that are indispensable to me. So that's enough for me to get it around. I'm going to go ahead and, so you can see these are the little playing cards, and this is the bottom. So, and that's the hat band. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little glue here. I don't want to go over those little cut marks. So make sure you only add glue up to those cut marks and not over it. Like that. So we're just going to go ahead and carefully line it up. So I'm going to line it up at the top. I don't have it lined up at the top, so let me get it lined up there. And then line this edge up right with those cut marks, like that. Like that. You probably want to hold it just a little bit to get it nice and glued. It's a real simple project. Once you do 1 or 2, it becomes way easier. Then we're going to flip these in to glue that circular piece in the bottom. So I folded these in, and we're going to add. So there's two ways you can do it. I'll kind of explain. I folded them in to get them folded, but we could add glue to these individual tabs, or you can add it to the actual this part. We're going to put this down here. It's going to glue. These are going to glue to the non-textured side of this textured cardstock from American Crafts. Some people could put like a little bit of glue around the edge, like up to here. I don't like it that messy, so I like to do the individuals. So if you're going to do that, you kind of have to do it all at once. Well, you could do part. Actually, we could do halfway and then pull them out again. I didn't really go halfway. I'm going to do part way. So I'm going to flip those in, everything. So only part of them are glued. It's just for people not used to their glue. So if you can see in, you can see all the glue. Just going to pop that in. So if you could do them all at once, you could do them all at once. But I'm just going to apply pressure on the ones that are glued, and then I'll just fold back the ones that aren't glued and put glue on them. And you could do this too. And we'll go ahead and get the rest of these glued on. Flip it over. Or just applying pressure. And then you see they're all glued down. So we'll go ahead, and now we have these little cutout marks, just 4 of them, which will show you how to center this. But before we do that, we want to put on this bottom. You could put it on after or before. If you put it on before, it'll be easier for you to wrap it around like that. So what I did is I took this, I embossed it with this Darice. I used the Darice polka dots. If you don't know, I cut it out and then I ran this through a manual embossing machine with this embossing folder. And then I got this. So I thought this would be fun for this. So you want the smaller piece inside arc to go down there. So we're going to glue that on. And I'm just going to add a little glue here at the end. And we'll add it. Let's just start with that so we can get it set. So just getting it lined up at the bottom. I'm just making sure it doesn't overlap on the bottom because we have to glue it on this. Just holding it in. And you could do it over the, I forgot, I should have lined it up with this little edge right there, but that's okay. Just to make it consistent, then you have like a back and a front. So for me, once that gets set, I like to put just a little bit of glue on the bottom, just not close to the edge, because I want some room to be able to slide in the cards on the top. And then the other side. So I'm just going to guide it around, making sure that it doesn't go below here. And then we'll apply pressure over here so I can go around. I liked how that came out. I wasn't sure how I was going to like that particular embossing folder. So now we'll go ahead and glue it to the bottom. So you could actually glue in here, but if we want to make sure we get it so it doesn't show, we'll just glue the edge here. I mean, because these are just teeny little boxes. So you want to watch and make sure that you line it up within those cut lines. I'm just carefully doing it. That's why I didn't put the glue all the way to the edge. We just wanted to use it for spacing. Once you get it where you like it, just really apply pressure in the middle there. And if you do like this freebie or any of our freebies, I'm just going to continue adding pressure. If you could give me a little thumbs up on the video below, and or subscribe to our channel if you have not already done so. And if you hit that little notification button to the right of subscribe, you'll be notified when we have new videos, new content, any kind of new content. So just making sure that it's nice and secure, so I'm not seeing a huge gap. So you can see the difference that an embossing folder makes. It just kind of dresses it up a bit. And the last thing is to, if you want to add one of these cards. So you just can do both. You can do one or both of them. So this is the spade, that's the heart. So I just add glue to, making sure this texture sides up. Add glue to the back of the white piece. That tore on me a little bit, so I gotta be careful. It is a tight cut on the edges there. Just line it up. There you have your little playing card. So the same thing with the spade. So whatever your preference is. So I made one of each. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this aside. What I'm going to do is just go to the front, what I want the front to be. And I'm just going to slide that in. So I say that, but I don't want it to bend anything. So I'm just kind of bending it away to get it slid in. So just have to be gentle with it. So whatever you want it to look like. Or you don't have to use it at all. So I just thought it would be a fun addition to it. So there they are. There's the finished favor boxes. And you can see I kind of angled one different. So however you want it to look, it's up to you. And that's it. I hope you enjoy this project. And I thank you so much for watching.